Is there we go. For 18 years or older, age of or only. Period. I don't have any bouncers, so any of you little suckers sneak through, it's on you in YouTube. That's typically how it is. Sweeping. There we go. Give it a little likey poo. Mute that. Well, I'll give you guys a little distance. Ooh. And that's still twanging, twang. Well, hello. If you don't know already, my name is Kevin G Nicholson. I'm the host of this YouTube channel, playing a little bit of music, doing a little bit of talk, and hanging out here in Danielson, Connecticut, which happens to be in the northeastern corner of Connecticut. And look at there, Lake Shay Sharma. Hello, Lake Shay Sharma. Said hi, said hi, said hi. And how is your Sunday going? I'm from a town called Danielson in Connecticut. I reside. It's in the United States. Would you rather watch a tree grow or a Negro? Oh, racist humor. I'll have to ponder the answer to that question. Be courteous. No. Be courteous, kind, and forgiving. Be gentle and peaceful each day. Be warm and human and grateful, and have a good thing to say. Be thoughtful and trustful and childlike. Be witty and happy and wise. Be honest and love all your neighbors. Be obsequious, purple, and clairvoyant. Be pompous, obese, and eat cactus. Be dull and boring and omnipresent. Criticize things you don't know about. Be oblong and have your knees removed. Oh, why, thank you so much. These are my paintings. And I have many of them all over the that I've painted over the years. It's it's a hobby that sometimes pays. I always like that. I'll move you guys a little closer. How about that? Just so you don't feel quite so distant. Remember, you can get the old t-shirts in the store down below. Uh, yeah, I got like, I want to say 300 in stock, and most of them waiting in the living room because in a couple weeks, when the weather gets better, uh, I bring them outside and I hang them on metal wire outside in front of my house in a big semicircle. And it looks like a real gallery, and it's pretty cool. And sometimes people stop and buy, and sometimes entire days go by and no one even looks. So I'm doing it again. Why? I every time I do it, I rediscover, oh, I forgot I did this, or I forgot I did this, or this is better than I thought it was. And there are some things that I just chuck right to the curb. And I'm just like, no, this is to be painted over. This one's horrible. And so that's kind of I like to do it once or twice a year because it still counts as kind of a yard sale. And that gets under the local ordinance. My favorite and best painting? There are many different ones, but I'll tell you what, I'll show you some of my favorites. That means we have to go on a little field trip. Let's flip. You can see I got a bunch all over the place. But you asked for the ones that mean the most to me. And this is one of them. This is entitled Family Spirits. And I painted that after my father and sister died. And so my father's the big one. My sister's the second biggest one. The third one is my grandfather. And then the other two are my dogs, Knox and Freya. And that little tiny one in the corner was my dog, Tanya, who was my childhood dog. And so that's like the most significant piece. Now, if you want something a little older, well, this right here is actually oil on canvas, the one on top. And that's the Gables. That's an actual place in Danielson. And I painted that back in late 90s. I want to say 91, 92. That's not late 90s, that's early. So early 90s. And this was all right. I mean, it was young. And this bad boy down here got me 161,000 views. This stupid painting of a vagina. It's silly, it's stupid, but it did get me 161,000 views, so it's on my wall. Then, let's see, we got some stuff there. That's like the oldest thing. That's 80s. That's when I was not even a teen yet. And then, y'all, look at that stack. I got a stack of paintings. And we're not going to go through all these, but let me show you some of the more expensive ones. I got this one, which is a little dark in here, but that's Strange Creek. And then we got one over here on the wall. Yeah, so it's we got a lot of stuff. A lot of paintings have been done. And here's hoping I get to move a few of them this summer, because now that they canceled food stamps for everybody, it's getting tougher to eat. Now, out here in the old Deberry. Let's sit back down here. All right, now I'm sorry to have to tell you this. I gotta put this back in you. And it'll only pinch for a second. Now, ready? Oh, all done. There you go. Say you didn't even hurt it all. It is 4:14 p.m. Eastern time from where I am, and I'm drinking a delicious mug. Look at the size of that mug of iced tea. I just got in from her walk. I walked downtown, which actually, if you look at the shorts, right before I came in and started this live stream, I went out and I did a bunch of shorts downtown. So if you're curious about my region, go take a look at the short sections. And that'll give you an idea of what's going on around here. Such as it is. It is called the Quiet Corner for a reason, which I like it because it's quiet and because there's very little drama. But at the same time, if you want to like bump into a stranger or have an adventure, no, not so much. The only way you can have an adventure in Danielson is if you bump into me. And then I will take you on an adventure. But beyond that, Danielson's pretty low on the adventure. Us together. Hi. It's so nice to see. Oh my God, I haven't seen you. I don't think I've ever seen you in here. Us together? I don't remember you. I'm sorry if we've met before and I don't remember you, but oh my God. I don't know where that accent came from. That just came out of nowhere. And I apologize for that right now. To all your families, to all your extended families, to you sing a song. Well, it just so happens I have a guitar right here. I was feeling so bad. I asked my family doctor just what I had. And I said, Doctor, Mr. MD, can you tell me what's ailing me? He said, yeah. Oh yeah, all you need. You really need good loving, good loving, good loving. Come on, baby, squeeze me tight. Don't you want your baby to be alright? And I said, baby, it's for sure. I got the fever, yeah, and you got the cure. Everybody say, yeah. Oh yeah, all you need. You really need good loving, good loving, good loving. So there's a song. You want a song? I gave you a song. Hey, you guys want to see something cool? Hey, look at this. Look at this right here. See, you tell me if you think this is cool or not. Oh, I have an LED bow tie. It is awesome. Yeah, I'll put that on for you because you guys deserve it. You deserve to be entertained by a LED bow tie. Come on, tell me you've seen that before. Come on, you got to give me credit for showing you something you never seen before. The LED bow tie is right up there with it. Look at that. Yeah, bow ties are cool anyway, but you put LEDs on them, then you're cooking with gas. I'm not quite sure even what that means, but are you coming to the tree? They say they hung a man, they say murdered 3. Strange things will happen, even stranger things will be, if you beat me beneath the hanging tree. Anyone ever see Hunger Games? That's from the Hunger Games. And I was like, ooh, I want to learn that. Because it got me in the feels. It got me in the feels. Granted, it was theatrically induced feels. But it still counted. Because I was like, oh, they're storming the Capitol. And all that music was playing in the background. and it was storming, and everything. Oh, and it was very dramatic. I mean, not that the Hunger Games is like, top tier cinema, but I was entertained, and you got all the. Enough about Hunger Games. I'm not talking about Hunger Games anymore. Oh, and for the love of God, please don't ask me about Doctor Who. It's. They're gonna destroy their own IP by choking it with woke garbage. Hot woke garbage. That's what I'm saying. Hot woke garbage. Delicious. So, I do 3 streams a day. My third is always the best, because I have a guest called the legendary Sparky, and he shows up at 10. So I'll be doing one more stream of probably about, I want to say 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then I'll go back to, I won't go to sleep. I'm not quite sure what I'll be doing. Oh, I'm gonna do dinner at some point. Who's Dalek all ganders? Oh, Toto. I've just found out they're bringing Nakuti Gatwa, who's currently playing the Doctor Who. Well, he's done. He's done. He had 2 seasons. He's out. He says he's done. And for some reason, they think they got to sneak Billy Piper back into it. And I got mixed feelings about it because, I like Billy Piper and I like the character Rose, but I just feel like I'm being force choked with the woke power of the Force, if that's the thing. Oh, it said genders. Who's Dalek all genders? Wouldn't they? Who woke wrong turn? Who? I should. I'm gonna have to learn that theme song because I love that show. I used to watch that show all the time, and now it turns my stomach. Duh. See, that's proof. It actually does it. Yeah, I saw a little of that today, and I was like, ugh. And then I tried to watch the rest of The Last of Us, and I was like, I don't understand this show at all. And as much as I liked her in Game of Thrones, that didn't do much for me. I was just like, okay, this, And then I watched the first episode of Rick and Morty for this season, and I was like, well, all right, I guess that's, they split the family up there, so that's interesting to watch that whole thing play out. But there's a lot of things that are going on that don't affect me directly. They affect me entertainmentally. Is that a thing? Well, it is now. I do have the Doctor Who motif going on today, though. I got the suspenders, I got the bow tie. All I need is a fez or a really long scarf. I have a really long scarf, but I'm not wearing a really long scarf now. It's 64 degrees where I'm at in Danielson, Connecticut, which is all right. Doctor Who instant interracial. I don't even mind the interracial stuff. I don't even mind the gender stuff. They would have done something with it, but they did nothing with it. They could have explored Time Lord physiology. They could have studied time. They could have gone into the culture. They could have gone into procreation more. They could have done a billion things, but instead they just wanted to say men suck. That was all of Jodie Whittaker's era, and that's all of the recent ones. Was just like, hi, Doctor Who fans. We know that most of you are men, but now you all suck, and women are great, and never make a mistake. And that's why it's better to be a woman than a man. And that's been the Doctor Who show for the last, almost, a decade now. It's not fun anymore if they're yelling at you that you suck. You know, hey, I'm going to go on an adventure where they tell me I'm a piece of shit all the way through it. I don't want to do it. Sorry, I got a little full agreement, ignored angles. See, I start talking about it and I get a little amped. Well, I'm not supposed to let myself get amped. You know that blood pressure thing? You gotta keep it down. Oh my goodness. So I started a little late today. This is my first stream of the day. I was supposed to start at like 1:30, but, well, things happened. And I'm supposed to go out with my mom in about a half an hour to 45 minutes, and we're going to have grinders. Yay! I don't know what kind of grind I'm going to have yet. But I'm looking forward to that. And then I'm going to be back on around 8 o'clock, and I'm going to stream for 20 minutes then. And then, of course, Legendary Sparky, 10 p.m. That's always the highlight. That's always like that's the ring. That's the top tier entertainment of the day. I've been noticing. We get more views, we get more engagement, we get more everything. So I'm swinging. I'm gonna keep swinging. I'm gonna keep swinging for the stars, man. Eventually, maybe I'll hit the moon. I don't know where the logic is in that. But yeah, so that's the plan for today, and it's I'm feeling pretty good, surprisingly. Probably because I just took a walk downtown. Sparky's hairdresser knows Shirley. Sparky's hairdresser knows something. He had a mane before they chopped him down, but boy, he's a good sport though. You can't really move around a lot, but he's a good sport about everything that's going on, and a heck of an entertainer. And it's so I'm grateful that I get to work with him at least once a day, and then during the day I'm gonna keep plugging away here. And I took a walk before I started this stream, and I walked downtown and I started taking shorts of everything that was going on around me, pigeons and geese and other stuff. I almost took a picture of the fire hydrant, but I'll talk about that later. So yeah, so that's another 22, and I guess I'm done. Although I love you, Toto, I got to keep to my schedule. So with any luck, I'll see you in a couple hours.